Louisiana beer reviews. Oranjeboom, original Dutch recipe, imported premium lager, brewed in the Netherlands, sold at Trader Joe's and maybe some other stores. Best before April 1st, 2014. Yeah, in the can you'll get a long shelf life. Pure natural lager beer brewed with passion, clear water, choice hops, and finest barley malt. Okay, so no adjuncts. Brewed in Germany by Walters. Okay, same people that brew the Peter's Best classics. So it originated in Holland. 5% alcohol. This company was founded in 1671, right when the United Netherlands was just getting off the ground as a country. Gets a 4 rating on Beer Advocate. The bros score it 4, a 6 out of 100 on Rate Beer, and a 48 out of 100 for the style. Well, the Peters brand was a 15 out of 100, and it was much better than that, so hopefully this is better. I bought this, like I said, at Trader Joe's in the Woodlands, Texas. That can color, the colors kind of remind me of the old 1970s Miami Dolphins uniforms. Oh, this is more of a blue. There is more of an aqua blue. You got to watch Rate Beer and Beer Advocate. I mean, yes, they have good scores and they're reliable for checking out gourmet beers. But for your mass-produced beers, you got to watch it because they tend to be biased against those in general, and they'll just say something is like a 3 out of 100. And then they'll like maybe say Bush beer. I don't know what they'd give it, but they'll say so low, 1 out of 100, and then they'll say Earthquake High Gravity is 1 out of 100. Well, Bush beer is enjoyable, it's drinkable. High Gravity Earthquake High Gravity Lager, the 12% version, is undrinkable. It made me throw up, literally. Okay, so let's check this out. 5% alcohol, that's the same as Budweiser. Some smoke. It's blowing right away because it's a stormy day and it's windy. Put it in this little shelf glass. Oranjeboom means orange tree, and the ruling family of the Netherlands for hundreds of years has been the House of Orange. So that's their color, orange. Clear golden appearance. Medium white head, be thicker in a taller glass. I see some white sediment floating around, even with this bad lighting. Oh yeah, quite a bit of sediment, of you know, not sediment but particles, because it's floating. Let's check it out. Smells like your typical Euro pale lager. Pungent, biscuity, sweet malt, barley malt, maybe grassy hops. Let's go with the flavor. Something on the glass. Okay. Same thing. A little bit of butteriness, grassy, hops, biscuity barley malt, white bread, a slight hop bitterness, more than American beers. Is probably more like a 20 IBU, or you know, right below that, whereas American beers be around a 12. The mouthfeel is tending toward light and watery. It's got a little more body though than our American style lager. And the finish is refreshing. It's dry, it's crisp, and it's highly drinkable. I don't know where they're coming up with this 6 out of 100. I mean, that just boggles my mind. It tastes so much like that Peter's brand Classics, which was 5%. It could be the same beer in 2 different cans. I know other companies do that when they're making these private label brands. they certainly do it with all the winery exchange brands like Genesee beer, which is kind of low quality beer. They sell that here at Whole Foods Market, Genesee, but it's under another brand name. What is it? Can't even remember the name of it. There's so many different store brand names for the same beer. And this is way better than that. So whether it's the same as Peter's brand, and it sure tastes the same, I don't know. I think Trader Joe's sells it pretty cheap. So if you could get this for like $3.99, maybe even $4.50, a 6-pack, yeah, 1 pint, 0.9 fluid ounces, 16.9 ounces. At least this is a prettier can, but let's say you had this next to Peter's brand, the white can, and one was cheaper than the other. I would just go with the cheaper one. So if you want a cheap, yet enjoyable beer, I would check this out. I'm gonna give this, I gave the Peter's brand a B, but the more I drank it, the more I kind of liked it. It was growing on me, so I'm gonna raise it up to a B+. I think it's really a very good beer. It's not excellent. It's inferior to Heineken, for instance, but it's not that. It's really not that lower in quality. So this is a good substitute if you don't want to pay that sky-high price for something that's not that different. This is something to check out. So Le Bon Temps Roulé. This is a very good beer, I have to admit. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.